We have arrived at our spot. Look at this crap. It's so high and rushy, so much current. I don't want to get soaked. I might be able to work my way around there. If I could get over there, that would be ideal. But as you can see, I'd probably have to go all the way up and around. Just gonna Palomar it on real quick, like, hopefully. Take a few more tosses here, go down that away, and then I'll probably run it by the falls. And then if that doesn't work, if I don't catch anything by then, we'll try a completely different spot, because I know how this area can be. Sometimes it's extra productive, sometimes it's extra terrible. Hopefully not the latter. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow, that's so dope. I never would have thought about this if I hadn't started fishing them lately. I mean, I fished spinnerbaits before, but I've been fishing it a lot lately. Check this out. I don't know if you can see that. That looks so badass. I'd imagine if you can find an area where there's current like this, toss you out a spinnerbait and just let it roll like that, dude. Seeing all these snake skins isn't cool either. I'm not digging that. All right, I'm about to roll this Ned rig around a bit. I'm probably gonna get this hung up. Oh, wow. I was just about to say I'm probably gonna get this hung up, and then I threw it directly in a tree. What is really going on here? Golly, this thing casts so far, man. I don't know what line I've got on here anymore or anything. I think it's like 6 or 8 pound test. I really don't want to fish a different area, but I may have to. I've got another area. I've already kind of considered this. Like, I knew there was a chance it was going to be too high here. Conditions weren't optimal and things like that. So I've got another spot in mind. Just rained really hard for the past like 2 days. So the water's high everywhere. Could be to our advantage at the next spot, but for now, let's go ahead and move around and try something else. I'll find me another spot to throw at, cut you guys back on. Who knows, we might be at a completely different area, but I'll see you at the next spot. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Hooked up, largie. Get on up here, bud. Yes! Yes! Are you kidding me? That's a solid fish, dude. Yes! It didn't leave here getting stung. Look how easily that came out, dude. That was sick. Look at that nice little chunk today. This dude actually looks pretty old considering it's not very big. Wow. Very sick fish, man. Oh, I'm stoked. Let's get this dude back in there, man. Thanks for being a cool customer today. Just right back in the abyss. First fish of the day. I was gonna say on the day. First fish on the day of a spinnerbait. At least we didn't get skunked here, man. That's what I really thought was about to happen, to be honest. Throwing that on my 6'8" spinnerbait square bill rod with 15 pound mono. Before I was fishing some cover and stuff, a lot of grass that I was rolling next to, and you get caught up in it. And if you caught a fish, or hooked up on a fish rather, then the weight got really heavy and it actually snapped my 12 pound off. So I upgraded to 15, no issue so far. Still cast all right. So that's what I'm doing with 15 pound on this square bill setup. And actually you can even throw square bills. The 4.0 Strike Kings, those throw pretty well on 15 pound mono. So it's not a bad option. 15 pound test is not a bad option when it comes to your spinnerbait square bill rod. Which actually that's another thing that I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about the 3 rods that I brought with me today. And they're probably going to be the 3 rods that I bring with me most of this winter. There's a lot less baits that are going to produce as well as they had been, so I'm going to start changing my bait tactics up. with the techniques that I'm gonna be throwing this winter, I can probably get away with 3 rods. So I've got my spinnerbait square bill rod, which is gonna be in turn my crankbait rod also. Spinnerbait, crankbait, square bill, jerkbait, pretty much anything I can get away with on 15-pound mono. That's what I'm gonna do there. And then I've got my jig rod with 50 or 65-pound braid, depending on the situation. Probably gonna be 65 because that's what my brother's gonna give me. That's that situation. On my heavy action, 7.3 heavy action. If you're still in fall, like we are, still pretty warm conditions whenever it's actually not stormy and stuff. If you still have topwater conditions, that I'll play through with topwater baits. You can use jigs, swim jigs, all kinds of swim baits, even multi-purpose rods. Both of these are Falcon rods that I'm talking about. And then last but not least, the finesse setup. And I think, I'm not for sure, but I've got that on either a 6 or 8 pound test. And I've got a Ned rig on that right now, which a jig head can translate to, you know, a swim bait, a Ned rig, a shaky head, a bunch of different things, crappie baits even. Yeah, so that's pretty much the 3 setups that I've got today. That's what I'm gonna be fishing. I think we need to go down. You know what? I've actually got I think I've got my magnet in the car. We've caught a fish here. I'm satisfied now. I just didn't want to leave this whole area, this whole place, without catching a single fish. Now that we caught 1 fish, I'm feeling a little bit better about it. Anyway, I'm gonna get down to the next spot, see what I can make happen. All right, sweet. Well, I actually do have my magnet. Yep. I think this is gonna be the first video I release of me using the magnet. I've used it before. I actually found a rod and a whole bunch of other junk. There's a rod around here somewhere, unless somebody's already found it, but chances are it's still in there. So we are gonna try to magnet that junk out and see what else we can find today. Nothing, man. Okay. Some kind of flag thing here. That's awesome. Pocket knife. Huh. Little cheap pocket knife. Sick. I'll put that in my pocket. Around, got my got my car stuck, dude. This is dumb. Right on the edge of the road. Maybe I'll see somebody with a chain out here that'll...
I'm sorry.
I guess I just went right into a mud hole. I didn't even realize there was one here. What an idiot. What a freaking... Who does this? Well, that sucks, man. Nothing I can do but fish right now. Hooked up, guys. Yes! Not a slab, but hey, we caught us a swim jig fish finally. A little 1-pounder. Sick. These are just, I'm not even getting a good hook set. Why are they so stumpy today? The fish that I've caught today just looks so beat up. This thing looks spawned out. Look how small that is, dude. Oh my gosh, that thing is tiny. He needs to eat a real meal. He might be a 2-pounder. Let's get a quick release here. Yeah, I f***ed up.
I thought you were doing fishing adventures.
Man, I guess this is what we're gonna do now. Just get f***ing stuck and not catch any fish. Actually, I caught 2 today, but. Oh man, thanks y'all guys. Thanks a lot. Okay, folks, well, we made some pit stops. I'm actually at my Hail Mary spot. I've got my jig, my swim, or my, well, let's just say I've got my jig rod, my crankbait rod, and let's hope that we can make something happen here because we only caught 2 fish earlier, and that was a desperation move from heck that cost us quite a bit of fishing time today. Right now, we're gonna go down to this, we always just call it like the dam pond, I think. The dam pond. It looks really wet over here, so I'm thinking the water is definitely gonna be a lot higher than it was before, and it seems like the higher the water is at this pond, the more productive it is. So let's hope that's the case today. Let's get over here and try to smack some fish. I'm gonna put this on a time lapse real quick so you guys don't have to listen to me ramble all the way there. Wow. Well, I made it out to the pond that we're fishing today, or our Hail Mary spot, and I was thinking it was gonna be a lot higher than this. We got all that rain and stuff, you know? Because it's so shallow, fish might be more concentrated. I'm gonna toss around a little bit. My mom and my brother are actually on the way over here. Let's go ahead and go down and see what this tree looks like. This lay down over here is normally really productive. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna have to figure out a completely different tactic if we want to get on some fish over here. This thing has just gotta be stacked with fish, man. There's no way. I told you. Oh man, I told you they were here though. I knew they were gonna be in here. Just a matter of getting them off of this tree. Man, I wish I would have had that just a little bit deeper. When he hit that, he might have actually stayed on. Wonder if that was a crappie that I had on. It's, yeah, with all this brush being here, crappie. Sick, that's my first crappie in a little while now. Not a terrible one, but I think it'll eat. So that's what they're looking like right now, brown. I've been throwing blues. That's good to know. God, it's a lobster. Yeah. Look at these freaking crawdads. The one that they're climbing on top of. Look at him. God, red as heck, dude. That thing is giant. So brown and red right now. Yeah, like right on the bottom.
Yeah. See if in there.
The first one. Damn it, Zach, motherfucker, you wrapped me. Look whose hooks are away. All right, we caught one crappie. We're gonna try to catch a few more. Porker. I might have just ripped this lip off. Dude, that one, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's just a little hair of a lip. Okay, well, I just yanked this fish right off the bank. Did not expect that, guys. Didn't even have time to turn this camera on or anything. It's like hook up, bank. That was it. Let's go ahead and get this dude back in here. Just yanked it right off of this bush, I'm guessing, or this tree. I watched him eat on that one, right off the bank. Let's go ahead and switch batteries. I'll fish here for a little bit longer, I guess, since I caught that. Let me try that again. Since I caught that fish, I think I'll stick around this area just a little bit longer, roll some more tosses. See what we can get done here. That was kind of cool. Fish. Oh my God. Oh, that was a hard hit too. That might have been a bass. I swam it a little bit too fast there at the end, I guess. I just wasn't ready for it. Oh yeah, something's hitting it right there. This is, gotcha. About to say, you ain't about to hit this 5 times and not get caught. That was insane. Oh my gosh, he hit this thing so many times, dude. 6 pounder, I caught a 6 ouncer. He needs to grow a little bit. Thank you guys a ton for watching. Not the most eventful, the most dopest, the most hyped video on YouTube, especially when it comes to fishing. But hey, we got out here and we made some fishing happen. Caught some fish with my mom and my brother. Huge shout out, matter of fact, let me stop. Huge shout out to Tracy and Earl, Sebastian, Wayford, and I don't know the other dude's name, but huge shout out to you guys. Thanks for coming and bailing me out of that sticky situation there. Huge thanks, you guys. But I guess that's gonna be all for today. Got to see me nail some fish here and there. Hope you enjoy. If you enjoy the content, drop down there, give me a subscribe. Maybe like this video if you do like it. If not, let me know down in the comment section and we'll try to work on it. Thanks for the view. Guess that's gonna be about it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Jam the Man out.